Hi everybody, this is Cuthbert for Accent ASMR. It's quite late where I live now and it's very quiet, which is good, but I'm also worried that you might be able to hear like every single noise from my fridge, from the cars in the distance. I'll do my best to edit them out. But today, the concept that I have, well, in my head, I call it ASMRtist character assassination, mainly because I like the word character assassination. But actually, I have no intention of doing that. I think everybody who does ASMR is great. And even the worst ones who do nothing for me, maybe they're annoying, they're basically giving up their time to try to make the world a better place. Maybe there are some cynical ones who just think there's some money in it, but I think most people have good intentions. And this guy that I'm talking about today definitely is one who has only good intentions. His name is Craig. He's from the northeast of England, and his YouTube channel is called Whisperinstoryteller, and you can see on the screen I've logged into YouTube and put up his video channel. Oh, yeah, maybe I should show the banner. His little smiling face there. And he has 3,622 subscribers. What I've done is I have ordered the videos from oldest to the newest. And I'm just going to chat a little bit about this guy and his channel. And I have made some notes actually. So you might hear a little bit of paper rustling. Also, I've noticed that my computer or something about this makes a weird clicking noise, which has been impossible to diagnose. I don't have a proper microphone or whatever. Maybe I'll get one, I don't know. So, Whisperinstoryteller, as the name suggests, started life doing these readings of books. Let's have a look at the first one. I'm in a private window because I don't want you to see the despicable websites that I often visit. Hi there. This is my first Whisper audio. That's just me turning off the audio. So this is his first video that he made. It's got 3,000 views, 14 likes, and it's a reading of Rumpelstiltskin. I have never ever listened to this one. There is no video. I think it's just, yeah, it's just that picture the whole way through, which is okay. I actually don't even watch most of the videos, and sometimes when I do watch a video, I really think, what on earth is happening? Because I have an app that kind of downloads things from YouTube, and I listen to them in bed or when I'm walking around, and I don't watch the videos. So this is this 1970s kind of look. It just looks terrible. I can imagine most people would be really put off by that. It starts with a harsh noise, like he's plugging something in, and then it's the first 10 seconds or so are repeated. It's just a bad introduction. Like most ASMR artists, the first video is a bit terrible. Actually, I saw the first video from ASMR requests, who possibly has the highest standards of anyone in this speech marks industry. And the first video was bad. I'm going to say bad. Better than these, much better than what I'm doing, but objectively bad. And then you see what she turned into, and then you say, okay, the first video doesn't matter. What's already clear from the beginning is his character. He's got this warm personality. He has a characterful voice. Some people from the northeast of England can be almost impossible to understand, but he's got a nice soothing voice, and I can't remember which was the first video of his that I listened to, but I was immediately hooked. I knew this was a guy that I was going to subscribe to and watch all his videos. I actually haven't watched any of these early ones. I think the first one, not chronologically, but the first one I was interested in was this soothing whisper, creating your day. Let's have a look. What's this all about? So it's the first one where he isn't just reading a story. We have this intro, but I think, if I remember, it just goes to... Oh no, he's still walking around. That's strange. In my memory, maybe it's at the end. In my memory, it's just a picture. Yeah, at some point it just goes to this picture. Oh, there's more video than I expected. So it's a bit of a kind of hippie, esoteric thing where he talks about affirmations and things like that. I am not a hippie. I don't believe in crystals or homeopathy or anything like that. But those people and those videos can be extremely relaxing. It's like the personal attention, the empathy that those people have. It's just really wonderful. I'm just going to take a sip of my sleepy time tea. Just to repeat, he's got this nice voice, this nice manner, and the content is a bit hippie-ish, but genuine. And then he went back to doing more readings. And which was the next one? This one. Movies you should see. I'm just going to click load more to load the next batch while we take a look at that one. So it's called Movies You Should See. And if we fast forward, it's basically him flipping through this book of like the 100 best movies or the 1,000 best movies, I think. And he talks about them and he says, yeah, I've seen this one, I haven't seen this one. This one was great. Sometimes he stops for a little bit on one and he talks about his personal feelings or memories of that one. Go back a little bit. This one here is the first one where we see his face, and it's also the first one where he starts apologizing. This really annoys me about ASMR people. They work for free. Nobody expects, or nobody has a claim on their time or their energy. But they feel obligated that they have to do things. I don't know, it just bothers me. I really think that people should be more confident and say, this is what I'm doing. I hope you like it, but I don't care if you don't like it, because more people like it than don't like it. And if you don't like it, you don't have to listen. YouTube has billions of channels. Go and listen to something else. I'm giving up my time. I'm not going to say sorry for anything that I do. Yeah, I just have a problem with it, and it always slightly disconnects me from what's happening on the screen or what they're saying when people start apologizing with no reason. I made a note about video 22. Why? Let's have a look. It says video 22, new intro. So there's this new intro happening. But it looks like that was before, maybe number 20. Anyway, he started to make intros, and you can see there's a technical progression through the whole sequence of these videos. There's 100 in total. I find that quite interesting on its own, just the technical progression. ASMRtists, they get a new microphone, they get some new editing software, and the videos slowly get better. But in the end, it's all about the voice. I talked to one person who experiences ASMR. Most people don't know what I'm talking about if I mention it, but one person, he was like, do you mean gentle whispering? Like, he knew everything about it. And he said something interesting to me about the best thing is being able to see into people's homes. And there's one video here where we see, I think it's that one, the one I just stopped. We see into Craig's home a bit. It's a bit stalkerish, but it's also interesting, I'm the kind of person who goes to people's fridge and sees what they've got in the fridge. And here it's interesting to see he's got a Kermit. I think that box set there looks like a Friends box set. Just things like that, and I find that interesting. I find it, if I do watch a video and I can see into people's flats, I get very distracted. Like, what is this person? Who are they? How do they live? Then, one other thing, if we're doing the character assassination thing a bit more seriously, in episode 24, he says something like, he refers to one of the previous videos as not being successful, like not having enough views, and then he's not going to do more of those, or there was one where he got a lot of views, so he'll do more of that. And I really wish the ASMR people would just do what they like doing. There are a few that we'll talk about with Whisperinstoryteller, where maybe I'm the only one in the world who thinks that's the best thing, but it's the best thing. It's so good, and I just wish he would do that. Like the difference between this one has 25,000 views and this one has 700. But this one's really good. He talks for a little bit, and then he sings a song that he wrote for his friend. And you drive yourself crazy trying to understand why this one has more views than this one. But for some people, this is the thing that gets them to sleep at night. So, yeah, I wish he would do what he thinks is right instead of being reactive. The song's really good, but it has these very cheesy drum effects. Okay, that was the end of my notes. Bit lazy. So another good one was this underwater relaxation. He has a few like that where he goes into a space, like this is under the sea. This one is in space. Those are great. Then he did a few where he starts to draw a picture and we watch him drawing. I know some people find that very relaxing. You see there's still some story readings happening. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Another one where he reads a book. I'm just looking for the ones that I am very familiar with, having watched them, or I should say listened to them many, many times. Here he's playing with his kitten, and through the story there's this kitten that he has in the early videos, which grows up, and I think it died at one point, and then he was sad, and then he got a new one. I think this was his biggest hit. 85,000 views of people watching him eat British sweets. Yeah, it's funny what people like. And then he did another one, more British sweets. I don't have a problem with that. That's massively popular. Yeah, make another one. My problem is with this one. Soothing Whisper 65 role-playing game books. Part 1. Okay, now he gets a choose your own adventure book. So there's the book, he's got a dice that he's going to use to play the game. And he's got the adventure sheet. And basically, he goes to page 1 and it says, do you want to go home or do you want to go into the scary house? And he says, okay, let's go into the scary house. And then turn to page 100. He says, oh, you have to fight a monster. And then he fights the monster. Oh man, it's so great. It's, for a long time, for about a month, I listened to it 3 times a day. Oh, and then he did part 2, and somewhere there's part 3, and you can see he goes 10,000, 6,000, 4,000 views. And so because it wasn't very popular, he stopped doing them. And yeah, for me it was the best thing on the internet. I would love part 4. That would be the best thing. Okay, then another thing that he did was these like end of year reviews. I find them very, very interesting and very relaxing. He talked about what he did the previous year, what his targets are for the next year. Positive life outlook. It's another kind of hippie one. Which, because he was just such a great guy, those videos really work. I couldn't do something like that because I don't like people, I don't like other human beings. You might think that's a joke. I guess it's a little bit of a joke. These videos where people talk about the Blu-rays or the movies they've got, it's a bit like the one with the book of the movies. Yeah, I like those. I listen to a lot of such things. Here he celebrates that he got 2,000 subscribers. Eating more chocolate. Okay. Now, at around this point, he's getting into the golden age. This one with the binaural pan tapping, it's not one of my favorites, but the technical quality, if I remember, was really good. So at this point, he's got, I don't know, he's got a good microphone, he's got good editing software. I'm just speculating, but let's say that in addition to his voice and his personality, which were always great, he's got, the technical side more or less sorted, then the videos he makes after this point, it might have been earlier, I'm not sure, but at this point certainly it's just really good on all counts. So this one here, the ASMR collaboration with Bill Max Fox Packs, the 2-week trip to the United Kingdom, are probably 2 of my top 5 ASMR videos. This one in space is also great. The one where he talks about his vinyl collection is nice. And the movie ramble I enjoyed. And then he reads a diary of a guy from World War I. And then he just stopped. That was 8 months ago. Nothing from him since. That's annoying. Yeah, he should make more because I need him to make more. But okay, that's his choice. But I want to come back to these 2. Oh man, these are amazing. This one, he is an online travel agent. There's a new intro there. He's an online travel agent. Let's go to it. So all this stuff is deliberate. Okay, that's like the bad connection trope. And now he's talking to us about the trip we want. We are an Australian guy who's trying to organise this holiday, and he's going to help us with it. At some point there's, what's that? Yeah. He's talking about, okay, we're going to go to Stonehenge. So he's got some graphics things happening. Just a taxi went past my flat. Not sure if I'll have to edit that out. So yeah, he's just, it's quite simple really. He's just talking to the camera about this travel, about this holiday that he's arranged for us. And it's just, it's so great, so relaxing. It's one of the videos I had to watch 10 times before I knew what happened in the middle because I would just be asleep. Okay, which leads us to the best video. Again, I never watched the videos, and when I was preparing this the other day, thinking about what I would say, I was kind of astonished by the beginning. It looked like a high-definition movie. So this is the northeast of England, and Whispering Storyteller lives there, and he has invited Bill Max Foxpacks to go and visit him. And Bill Max Foxpacks, that's really, this is the bit. So it looks brilliant. Okay, Bill Max Foxpacks has this sensational deep voice. If you've never heard anything from him, please go and check that out. If I had his voice, I would just be making ASMR videos 24 hours a day, and I would be a billionaire. He has this just amazing voice, and the concept is that he, from, what's this, LA, San Francisco, I'm not sure, yeah, he goes to the northeast of England to spend Christmas with Whispering Storyteller, and they discuss like 50 facts about Christmas, and there's a little bit of a fire burning. They talk to each other. It's like they're in the same room. The sound quality is perfect. And I mean, I'm going to listen to this in May, June, July. I don't care that it's supposed to be about Christmas. It's amazing. So, if there's one thing that you try after listening to this, number 88, ASMR Holiday Collaboration. So in summary, Whispering Storyteller, yeah, started out a little bit meh, I guess, and got better. There are some good videos in his middle career, and by the end, he's just churning out really, really great stuff. And it's really a shame that he stopped, and I hope he comes back. Check him out, subscribe, and I'll be back to do a character assassination of someone else